Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terps, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowl, here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. Shotgun, he hands it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job with this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
And the offense will begin now with excellent field position. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a 1st down at the 17.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. Out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Touchdown, Tigers, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And they keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense defense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wide open downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Good work to get the foot down after the grab. This running back, Kirk, might have been spending some time with those receiver drills.
Yeah, as you know, Chris, these running backs anymore in college football, they are really like glorified wide receivers because not only do they have to be excellent runners, but as you see here, the ability to be able to catch the ball and then the awareness to get a foot down to be able to stay in bounds for a nice gain. Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and you're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going.
Now here he goes. At the 10. Touchdown, Terps. As they get on the board here in this playoff game. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle, but first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Catch made in space. Look out. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down. They're going to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. He finds some space. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Running back with the football. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Mizzou.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they get set now to try the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. And this run goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking downfield. It's Washington. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Now it's 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Webb. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. And Kirk is Missouri with the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous this play, the pick, and then that return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled there by the defense.
Just down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
To throw, it's Washington. Touchdown, Maryland. They cap the drive with 6 points. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He breaks free. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, it's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Back to throw. It's Washington. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake on first down. Looking for the wideout. Freshman trying to take a shot that put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Sack on back-to-back plays. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They bring the punter onto the field now. The way he wanted to kick it. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back, it's Washington. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gain to the 35-yard line. And the Terps looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Completion, second down now from the 35. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Stop them after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a...
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Terps.
What a threat to this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll give it to the running back. Breaks free. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Manning. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Manning. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Terps will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. Breaks an open space.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Trying to find room. It's Hardy. Some hard running there through a tackle. Brought down, but not before shaking off the first defender and picking up the first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting on field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. And the back gets the football.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it falls incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Points in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri, to put them on top now. It's an easy job for the play call, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
BAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Looking for some space. It's Smith. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Looking to throw. It's Washington. Quick throw to the left side. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
4th down, he's throwing for it. Pressure is coming, and it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will not take over in plus territory.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, they're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the 1st down.
And here's a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. Running with purpose. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
The 25 at 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
So impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
That's made over the middle. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Likely just one more play, then we'll head to the final quarter of this national championship game. Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks free with room to run. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And Kirk is Missouri with the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. He's got the first down and more. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Well, there you go. You saved your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pump over the middle. It's Coleman. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing route.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Looking to chuck it again. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying for a touchdown here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Grabbed by the receiver. Nope, he is stopped short. The defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
To the air, it's Washington. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the Terps will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw it on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, they almost had another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Maryland. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. That's another strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Play action here on first down. Moves left out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs can be the difference.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call. and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Wideouts now clustered. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Playoff themes coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And he'll drop back here on third down. Over the middle, it's Johnson. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? 2 and clock with the running game. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff themes coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? First down, looking to throw the ball. Brown down the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Playoff themes coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. It's a run. Running back's got it.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Playoff themes coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down mark.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this third down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's fourth down, and an interesting decision for this offense with the lead. Do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.